Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss some important concepts of determinant. Okay, come to here. We know in my last class what I have discussed, the determinant of a square matrix A is expressed as the sum of the products of elements of any row or column with its corresponding cofactors. You see, small a11, small a12, small a13 are elements of first row of a 3 cross 3 matrix. And capital A11, capital A12, capital A13 are the corresponding cofactors of these elements. So, first you make the product of the element with its corresponding cofactor. Then you make them addition. So you get the determinant of A. This is the process. You know already in my last class I have told you. But another note for you. Suppose small a11 into capital A31. A12 capital A32 plus small a13 capital A33. This result will be equal to 0. Why? As you see here. What is its meaning? The product of any elements of any row with the cofactors of any other row. If you make sum, if you add them, the result will be 0. You see, capital A31 is the cofactor of the element small a31. Meaning, capital A31, capital A32, capital A33 are the corresponding cofactors of the elements of third row. But small a11, small a12, small a13 are the elements of first row. If we multiply this and add them, the result will be 0. It may be asked as a short question. So this is very much important for you. And now come to some other concepts. Suppose other concepts is inverse of a square matrix. Inverse of a square matrix. Square matrix is unique if it exists. If it exists. Okay, this is very much important. Meaning uniqueness of inverse of a matrix. Meaning the inverse of a matrix always unique. I will prove this. But it should exist first. If it will not exist, we cannot say uniqueness. Okay, so come to proof. Let capital A be a square matrix. Square matrix. Suppose its inverse exists. It has suppose two inverses. Suppose length, you write capital B and capital C are two inverses of matrix A. Okay. This is the thing. Suppose two inverse matrices are there. So what will happen? You see, we have to show this V equal to C. These two inverse matrices are as unique, meaning they are same. How can you prove this? You see, as per our definition, you know, if V is the inverse of A, we can write AB equal to VA equal to I matrix. Okay, this is equation 1. And also C is the inverse of A. So we can write AC equal to CA, that equal to I. This is the definition. This is equation 2. Okay, so now come to, suppose I want to write V, capital V, but you know capital V equal to, I can write capital V into I. Okay. Because you know any matrix multiplied with I, that is itself. So V into I. But come to here, suppose in place of I can put here AC. What I will put? AC. So V is there, I will write, but in place of I want to write AC because AC is also I. So it is AC. Okay, so now come to apply the associative property. So now you can write VA. This is VA whole into C. VA whole into C. But BA, you know, what is BA? That is I. So again you will get, here I will write equal to, come to here, suppose BA equal to I, already here I have written. So I into C is there, so it is C. But I into C, again it is C. Meaning here implies left hand side it was V, so you have got V equal to C. So meaning here we have taken two V and C, two different matrices, but here we have proved that they are same matrices. Meaning the inverse of a matrix A, always it is unique, but provided it should exist, otherwise you cannot prove this. And it is very much important concept. It may ask you 2 marks question. Okay, so next come to some other properties I want to explain today. Here. So please copy this thing. We have to prove another note for you. We have to prove, what do we have to prove? A inverse, all inverse, that equal to A. We have to prove. Okay. Let prove. Now come. Suppose we know, what we know, V into V inverse, that equal to I. Do you know it or not? Yes, B into V inverse, it is I, we know it. Okay, implies. Suppose in place of B I want to put A inverse. Okay, so in place of B I put A inverse. Here also A inverse of A inverse. That equal to also I. We putting B equal to A. Okay, so now I want to multiply matrix A in both the sides, in the left hand side. Suppose A into A inverse whole inverse. So A into I. Meaning here you see I have multiplied A in the left hand side of RHS. Here also in the left hand side of the LHS. Okay, I have multiplied here. So now you see A into A inverse, you know R. So R into A inverse whole inverse, that equal to A. Okay, so finally we have got any matrix with multiplied with I, that is same matrix. We can write A inverse whole inverse, that equal to A. So this is proof. We have proved this. Okay, it is very important concept for you. Okay, please, these are the short questions it may ask to you. And another note, come to here. Suppose A and B are invertible. Invertible meaning A inverse exists, B inverse exists. Then the product of AB whole inverse, that equal to, it is the product of individual inverse but in reverse wise. Meaning we can write here B inverse into A inverse. This is very much important concept. Like transpose, AB whole transpose, it is B transpose into A transpose. Here also we can do. Now come to the proof. Okay, very important proof here. Proof. We know. Okay, we know that AB into AB inverse, that equal to I mean identity matrix. Any matrix, AB is a matrix, and its inverse. If you make product, then we will get I. We know it. So now what will you do? So come to here. I have to prove. So come to here implies I want to multiply A inverse in both the sides. Here A inverse, here A inverse. Come to here. So here A inverse and others I will write as usual. AB whole inverse. That equals here A inverse into I. Because it was I, In the left hand side, I multiplied A inverse. A inverse, here A inverse. I multiplied. And you see, now I will apply the associative property, meaning I can apply here my A inverse into A bracket, then V whole into A V inverse. That equal to A inverse into I. So A inverse into A, you know it is also again identity matrix. So you can get I into V whole into A V inverse. That equal to A inverse into I. Okay, right? A inverse into I, A inverse itself you know. Okay, so I into B, again it is B. So B whole into A V inverse. That equal to A inverse. But here come to, you have to multiply again B inverse in the left hand side. Here left hand side, here also the left hand side. You come to here B inverse into V whole into A V inverse. That equal also here left hand side you have to multiply B inverse into A inverse. Okay? So that meaning here also B inverse into B, you know it is I. So I into A B whole inverse, that equal to B inverse into A inverse. Okay? So now come to any matrix multiplied with I, it is same matrix, meaning I can write A V whole inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. So this is true. You have got this. You have proved this. Okay? It is very important. And next come to another note for you. What is that note? Determinant of AB. Determinant of this product. If AB is possible and be a square matrix, then what is the determinant? We can multiply the individual determinants, meaning determinant of A into determinant of B. It is very important concept for you. Okay, and these are the basic concepts you should know. Okay, thank you.